Hey, what is up? This is Cam from EasyStartMemberships.com, and today I want to talk to you about running a successful membership program, running a successful membership business, but more specifically, I want to talk to you about this idea of introverts being able to do it. Can an introvert run a successful membership community? That is the question. Now, a lot of people wouldn't know this, but me, I'm not really an extrovert. That's not, something that I just love to do is be around a bunch of people. Now, over the years, I've learned to, deal with people and be, outgoing. But when it comes to this idea of recharging your batteries, they say extroverts, they get energized by being around a bunch of people, and introverts like to be alone, and that's how they kind of recharge their batteries. Well, I recharge my batteries by being alone, okay? So, at the heart of it, I'm probably kind of a loner. I'm probably kind of an introvert. But I'm not like an introvert in the way of where I never want to go around anybody. I just stay in my house all the time, if that makes sense. I've learned how to be in the real world and not just hide from people all the time. But what about the people who don't want to, learn how to do what I'm talking about? What about the people who don't want to be in front of people all the time? What about people who get social anxiety and stuff like that? What about the real true blue introverts? Can they start, membership businesses? Well, look, the thing is, of course they can. Of course they can. Everybody can start a membership business, and everybody should be starting a membership business. So how does one do it? Well, what you need to remember about the membership business is that it is, at its core, it is about benefit. It's not about how awesome you are at talking to people. It's not about how amazing your community is and how good you are at being social with all of them, all right? The fact is, your community that you build with the membership business is going to be, the core of that community is going to be based on the value and the benefit you provide. It's not going to be based on how socially awesome you are. It's going to be based on the benefit. What is the reason they are all there, right? What is the reason? As far as community, generally a community succeeds or fails not just on the back of one person, right? You can be the core of that membership community by providing this awesome benefit, and then maybe some of those other personalities in the community will kind of start, being a part of why people stay and network and stuff like that. You don't have to be Mr. Charismatic all the time. And what I would tell you is by providing a good benefit for people, that will endear you to people. They will want to like you. They will want to like you just because you are providing this benefit. Heck, I could name several entrepreneurs right now who don't like being around people. They don't like dealing with people that much at all, but people really like them. They like them because of the benefit they provide in their products and the benefits they provide, in their memberships and in their print newsletters and stuff like that. I could name several right now. I won't go into, name dropping and stuff right now. But I'm telling you, I could name several who just are straight introverts. But they do such a good job with their material and the benefits that they provide that they endear themselves to people. People just like them because of the value that they provide. So again, I won't tell you that as an introvert, it might not be hard for you to try to be a part of some community, especially the focal point of the community. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be difficult, because maybe it is. Maybe it will be difficult for you to be this focal point. But at the same time, maybe you don't have to run a personality-driven brand. It doesn't have to be some kind of personality-driven brand. Maybe your brand is based off of some benefit you provide. For example, software, or for example, I provide. I have a membership club, and its whole thing is newsletters. Right? It's a PLR club, and I basically every month I give my members a package of newsletters, right? Or a package of emails basically. And the emails, they are the thing, right? Like the service I provide, they come with a license, right? They come with a PLR license, and people are there for that. They're not there to watch me get up on a video and on a group call or whatever and like be like Mr. Charismatic and be like the life of the community. That's not what they're there for. They're there for that licensed content that they can then go and use in their business, right? Now that's a very successful, membership club, and it's funny because it's staying successful even in the wake of like stuff like ChatGPT and like Claude and Gemini. We live in this era where people can just go over to these LLMs and have them bang out like 15 emails in like 30 seconds, okay? But yet my membership club, my newsletter club is still going very strong. Why is that, right? You could say, well, because they like the product you put out, right? Yeah, and that's it. They like the product I put out. They don't think that what AI can give them is going to be on the same level as what I can give them. Now, that has nothing to do with me being able to talk to them. That has nothing to do with me being like Mr. Charismatic, and it has everything to do with the benefit that I'm providing. So what I tell you is, if you're an introvert, understand that, I think that the first rule of membership clubs and the first rule of membership businesses is that it has to work for you, right? Yes, it has to work for your customers, and that's important, sure. It needs to be a benefit that they care about. But here's the part that a lot of people miss. It also needs to be a benefit that works for you, that's not too much for you to provide, or that's not like too difficult for you to deal with. My first membership club, I was providing 5 to 8 pieces of original content a month, okay? And then on top of that, I was, doing 2 different membership clubs doing that exact same thing, 5 to 8 exclusive pieces of content a month. On top of that, I was publishing videos for 2 different YouTube channels. I was selling used books on Amazon full time. I was selling ebooks through Amazon KDP. I was utilizing public domain content and non-copyrightable content to publish ebooks very regularly. Man, I was a busy fool. I had my hands in a little bit of everything, okay? So what happened was, publishing those 5 to 8 pieces of exclusive content in my membership club every month, man, that became a real chore. And eventually what happened was, when I opened my 3rd membership club, I got smart, and I changed things around to where I wasn't doing it that way anymore, all right? So what I'm saying is, like, if you're an introvert and like being a part of this big community and being like the core of this big community where you're always having to be around people, maybe you don't want to make it that kind of membership club. If you don't like being around people that much, then maybe you don't want to do a membership club where every single week you do a group coaching call, right? Because every single week you're going to have to deal with a bunch of people. Maybe instead what you do is you do a membership club where you license some content to people and you never have to deal with them. They come for the benefit. So a lot of it's wrapped up in the benefit for your customers, and it doesn't need to be just about you all the time. So again, I would just say, you want to build the membership club in a way, build the membership business in a way that serves you as well as your customers, okay? Not just your customers. Happiness trickles downhill, right? And it starts with you as the business owner, okay? So if you're not happy, there's no way your customers can be happy, okay? So again, happiness trickles downhill. It starts with you. A lot of people miss that. A lot of people think, by the way, let me explain where I first heard that from Ben Settle, by the way. Credit where credit's due. That idea of happiness trickling downhill from you, it starts with you and it trickles down to your customers. That concept was interesting to me, and I learned that from Ben Settle, so don't think I just made that up, okay? But anyways, really good concept, and it's absolutely true, I have found. If you're going to have a happy business that's also successful, it starts with you being happy with what you're doing. So you can't be doing stuff that you don't like, all right? And that includes being around a bunch of people when you hate being around people. So anyways, look, that's all I got. I hope this has been helpful to you. Listen, if you like the stuff I'm saying here, be sure to get over to easymemberships.com, easystartmemberships.com. It's a new business, all right? I'm getting the name wrong. It's easystartmemberships.com, okay? And get your free copy, absolutely free copy of my 14-day Easy Start membership roadmap, okay? It's not meant to be a free product. It's not going to stay a free product. I'm going to tell you right now, the product is going to go to $10, okay? I'm going to roll out a brand new lead magnet every single month, and when the new one rolls out, the old one's going to go to 10 bucks, okay? But for now, you can get it for free, all right? You can get it for free right now, and the reason why I want you to get it for free is because I'm trying to build my newsletter list, right? Over here on Substack, I'm trying to build my Easy Start Memberships newsletter list, all right? So I want to give you a free product, a $10 product, right? And I want to give it to you just for trying out my newsletter list. Allow me to email you some and see if I can earn your respect, all right? So that's all I got. Hope to see you in the inbox, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace now.